Go check out igsky.com if you're looking for some cheap FIFA 16 coins. Use Rossi for an 8% discount. Enjoy the video. Look guys, Mr. Rossi 1990 here, and we're back with another different video for you guys today. It's going to be a little bit of a strange one. It could be. You might like it, you might not. I'm not really too sure exactly, but I kind of want to do it either way. Basically, earlier today, being Monday, you'll see this video possibly Tuesday. Definitely Tuesday, in fact. I was watching a testimonial match from Mark Noble over on BT Sport. I think it was Europe or something. I think I got to pay for those channels. I'm not sure if everybody actually managed to see it, but I imagine a lot of you have probably heard about it, saw something on Twitter. It was an incredible goal from Dean Ashton, by the way. If you haven't seen that, I'd recommend going and checking that out. Search her on YouTube, on Twitter or something. Dean Ashton bicycle kick. Freaking crazy scenes. Dean Ashton obviously hasn't played football for years, had a horrific injury which he had to retire early from, so it's awesome to see. Almost actually brought a tear to my eye, believe it or not, seeing that goal. I just couldn't believe it. But anyway, we're here today with a one club only team. Basically what I mean by that is a player who's played for one club and one club only, not counting like youth level, just professional level, and then not doing what, say, Steven Gerrard's done and gone off to like LA Galaxy. But I'm not taking a shot at Steven Gerrard there, by the way. I'm just saying one club only, retired or still currently playing for that one club in particular. Bit of a fun video, like I said, based around Mark Noble's kind of testimonial. I thought it was quite a cool idea to do, just have a little look at some of the players we could be, you know, one club only players. We're going to start with the goalkeeper, which is going to be Akinfeev. Now, you probably know Akinfeev. He's a goalkeeper who's currently on the game for CSKA Moscow, I think they're called, aren't they? Yeah, that's the ones. He has played 331 games for that club and is still going. Massive respect. It's a lot of games for one club. We don't see that these days. You see, you know, olden days that used to happen quite a lot. But like I said, now people like to go off to the MLS or China. It could be now, or Qatar, or wherever you want to go to get some extra money before you actually retire, which isn't a problem. I don't have any disrespects towards that, but it's nice to have a player who's played for one club. Obviously, he may well go on to do that. I can't tell the future. But so far, so good for Akinfeev. He's in the net. We're going to go for a right back now who's definitely not going to go to the MLS. That's Gary Neville. He's gone to Spain to manage, and he wasn't doing so well, but then he kind of pulled it back, and I think he's doing quite averagely again now. But he played for Manchester United only 602 times, which is fantastic. It's a lot of games. And he is obviously retired, so he is done. He is very much done. And I used to hate Gary Neville as a footballer. I used to absolutely hate him. But then when he went to Sky, for some reason really liked the guy. I thought he was a fantastic kind of Sky pundit, and obviously went on into management, and you know, he could do wonders. It's there to be seen. It's not gone ideal for him, but he does all right for England, coaching wise, I think. But anyway, we're going to move over to the next player now, which is going to be John Terry. Now, one-man club Chelsea, I do believe. It's such a Twitter request. I had a strange feeling they played for West Ham a little bit, but I think, like I said before in the video, I think I was like youth level. Maybe didn't actually make exactly what we would call professional football with West Ham, but there you go. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was West Ham when he was a bit younger, but maybe I get him confused with Frank Lampard. I seem to do that quite a bit because he obviously came from West Ham. But the next player is going to be Baresi. Now, I don't know a lot about this guy. I'm not going to lie to you, but he's a legend card on the game. He's a 92 rated legend card, which kind of makes you feel like he was a fantastic player. He played a massive 719 games for Milan, which is incredible. It's actually incredible. And he actually played exactly 800 games, but he's played 81 for Italy, which is crazy. 800 games. Unbelievable. I think there's a guy in here who actually has more than that, which is just crazy seeing, so we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, brilliant, brilliant player. Like on FIFA, like I said, I don't really know too much about him in real life, but a one-man only club, and that's good enough for me. We'll move over to the left back now, which is going to be a centre-back on the game, but it's going to be Paolo Maldini. I'm pretty sure he's got an incredible amount of games. Yes, 900. Played over 1,000 games in his career, or so this says anyway. There may be like friendlies and stuff, which just hasn't, or like, you know what I mean, like cup games and stuff, we just hasn't taken into consideration. I'm not really too sure. My stats I'm basing it on is from Wikipedia, so it's not the best information, but it's decent information. It's better than what I would know off the top of my head, so I'm hopeful that that's kind of accurate this time. But anyway, there's Maldini. I know a lot about Maldini. He used to be a really, really, really good player in real life, as you probably know, because he's gone on to get himself a legend card, which is deserved, absolutely. We'll move over to the centre mid now, which is going to be one of two players from the same team, which is Daniele De Rossi. He plays for Roma, of course he does. Brilliant player on FIFA. FIFA-wise, fantastic. In real life, fantastic. I think he's either guy with a tattoo on his leg, which is like something to do with tackling. I can't remember if it's De Rossi or somebody else. But 382 games for Roma, still going strong. Still got a few years left in him, I would imagine. But we'll move over to his buddy, his teammate, his ultimate chemistry link, which is, of course, TOTY. Now, the amount of people who requested this guy, I was saying on Twitter, I need a striker for this team because I couldn't find many strikers. I was like, TOTY, TOTY, TOTY. I was like, I've already got TOTY. My God. But 594 games, still going. Massive respect to this guy. Love him. TOTY is fantastic. TOTY is Roma. TOTY is God. He is absolutely brilliant in real life. He's also got that selfie kind of goal he scored, which is just fantastic. It really is. It's actually crazy, actually, because there was a selfie goal in the West Ham testimonial game, which again kind of made me think of TOTY and doing this video. But Mark Noble was the reason I did this video, so Mark Noble has to go in here. And he's only 28 years old, I do believe, or maybe 29 now. 306 games and had a testimonial for one club. It is fantastic. West Ham, not sure how he's not made it into the England setup yet. I think he may have one go in England setup. Maybe played one game or something, but he needs to be in there now. I mean, we've got some really good players, but his form currently is as good as anybody's, in my opinion. I think he's having a great season, and so are West Ham, in my opinion. We'll move over to the right winger now, which is going to be Messi. Now, of course, Messi has played for Barcelona for a long time, and he's getting older now, Messi. He's not the young kid he used to be anymore, but he's still world's best. He is still out of this world fantastic, and he has notched up 304 games for Barcelona and many more to come. Unless something absolutely crazy happens and he decides to move on for something different for mega money. You just don't know the future, but I would imagine, I'm pretty confident that Messi will remain at Barcelona for many years. Will he do the thing where he goes off to like MLS or something at the end of his career? You just never know. Xavi's done something similar. But a player who hasn't done it yet and is still going to Barcelona is Iniesta. Now, he's a joy. Iniesta is a fantastic footballer. He's got a 95 rate card, so we'll whack that one in up front. He's playing a striker because, like I said, there was no real striker I could think of. If I've missed anybody, by the way, please let me know in the comment section below, because I was ratting my brain. Ratting? I was asking on Twitter as well for people's recommendations, and nobody really seemed to come up with many strikers, which was very annoying because I wanted one for the team. Apart from, obviously, like I said, TOTY, you could consider a striker, but I'm playing him cam because he's a playmaker. But anyway, Iniesta, 381 games, massive amount of games, still going strong. He'll go way past 400. He probably already has, because like I said, I'm not 100% reliable information I've got here, but yeah, it's an intense amount of games as it is, 381. But the next player, the final player in the team, is going to be Ryan DJ Giggs. I don't know why DJ, but he is. Anyway, Ryan Giggs. Fantastic footballer. Played for Manchester United for a massive, oh my God, 963 games. I think he's won it. I think he's won the most games, hasn't he? I think he's more than Maldini. Unbelievable achievement for anybody to reach that amount of games. Unfreaking believable. Bet he's kicking himself if he didn't quite make 1,000. But he played for Wales and Great Britain, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But Manchester United, legend. He actually is. You know my feelings about Manchester United and the fact I'm a Leeds fan and I can't really like Manchester United. I don't really like Manchester United, but I can't not respect Ryan Giggs, if that makes sense, for what he does in the footballing terms. I think he's got a little bit of a off-the-field kind of drama. I think he did something to someone's wife, and John Terry's the same, but you can't deny how good of footballers they were. If it was just football, fair play. Massive respect for Ryan Giggs. Done wonders for Manchester United, scored in every Premier League season, I'm pretty sure, apart from maybe he missed out on the last one. I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate, but I'm pretty sure he missed out one season where he didn't score. But apart from that, scored in every other Premier League season, which is an absolute achievement in its own. Fair play to him. Nice legend card this year to add to the others. Now onto the bench, you've got Malafi, who just missed out in goal. Apparently, according to Wikipedia, Akinfeev, our goalkeeper, got 331. Malafi, 327. So very close. I put Akinfeev in because I imagine you guys probably know more about him. Hibbert, 263 games. But that doesn't say it all, because that doesn't say it all. Basically, he doesn't play every game, does he? Whereas some of the other people probably do play the majority of the games. But Hibbert was kind of like a squad player. He started off probably being one of their better players, but then as he's got older, you don't see him as much, but he's still there. He's kind of the guy who you just got massive respect for, kind of probably a bit quiet in real life. Moving on to the next guy, which is going to actually be this guy. I don't have a clue who he is. Apologies. But Bellini has played, where is it? 400 games for that team, which is Atlanta, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. Atlanta, 400 games and still going. Brilliant achievement. Obviously, not quite Giggs level, but get in there. Perrin now. There's a number of French players I could have used, actually, because a lot of them still play for their clubs they did in their youth team or whatever. But this guy came up in a search I did, and 278 games is still going strong and apparently not looking like leaving. But then I'm saying that he'll probably end up leaving in the summer. Who knows exactly? But there's a lot of French people you could have had in this team. Another one could have been Lacazette. But this guy here is our next player. He's at 435 games for his team, which is SMQ. I'm not too sure exactly how to pronounce it because it's French. But a fantastic player. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know what he's like in real life. Somebody let me know in the comment section below if you do know. But our next player is going to be Andy King, 291 games for Leicester, and just a great story, isn't it? I'm pretty sure he's the guy who came from like League One with them. He's played like every division with them. Maybe not. I don't know if League 2 so much, but League 1, Championship, Premier League. Can he go on and win it? Please go on and win it, Leicester. I'd love you to. Muller is at 223 games for Bayern. Crazy achievement, I know. But the reason I went with Muller over somebody else, I could have gone for like Lacazette, who probably has about the same amount of games for Lyon, but Lacazette probably will move on. He's being linked with heavily moving on. But Muller probably won't. Muller is the type of player who will probably stick around for a long time. That's my opinion anyway. I'd imagine it's a lot of people's opinions. But the next player is a request from Unique Riggers. Flanagan. He reckons Flanagan is going to stay at Liverpool all his life and be the world's best. Who knows? He could be right. But Flanagan's made the video, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Busquets, who's next, and he's been at Barcelona all of his life. He actually just missed out on the video. He's played a lot of games for Barcelona, and you imagine he's going to stick around for a lot longer. But moving on to the next player. Yeah, this is one for me, okay? This is just for me personally, as I pick me up. I hope he stays at Leeds. I hope he goes on to get promoted with Leeds, win the Premier League. It's the dream. It's the Leicester way. Can Leeds be the next Leicester? You just don't know, because who thought Leicester would do it? Leeds could next, okay? And Lewis Cook might be like, you know what, I'm going to stick around. I just had to move 10 million to Bournemouth or Stoke, or I think Everton might be interested now or something. But I love this guy. I think he's a fantastic talent. And if he does stay at Leeds, brilliant. But you just don't know in football these days, do you? Money tempts, that's all I'm going to say. And Premier League tempts. Wilshere is our next player on the reserves and honourable mentions, I should say now. And this was a request over on Twitter by quite a lot of people. But my only problem with Wilshere is, I love Wilshere. He's a fantastic footballer. But the amount of injuries he gets, Arsenal may eventually kind of sell him, if that makes sense. Obviously, that makes sense. But you know what I mean? Like, they might get, you know, enough is enough kind of feeling with him. Almost like an Abu Dhabi or whatever he was called. Fantastic football, but the amount of injuries he got, it just wasn't worth having around because you're paying somebody to not do anything. But Wilshere's slightly different because he's been at Arsenal all of his life. Fantastic footballer on his day, and I'm hopeful that he can kind of be injury-free for like a whole season and just give it a massive go and just just win everybody over again, because a lot of people were kind of writing him off and kind of thinking, no, he's injured all the time, he's not going to get in the team, he's nowhere near the England team, etc. But I hope Jack Wilshere can go all the way. So I think he's a fantastic talent. He still is. He still isn't very old either. He's still got many years ahead of him. Of course he has. But Harry Kane is our next player, which is just phenomenal. What a story Harry Kane is. He's been at Tottenham all of his life. A lot of people say that he was Arsenal maybe at like youth level, because every time everyone's like Spurs, he's one of their own, and then Arsenal fans are like, no, he's one of ours, or something like that. I never really understood it personally, but he's been at Tottenham all of his life according to Wikipedia, apart from like maybe youth level, like I said. But youth level doesn't really count for anything at the moment. A lot of players used to play for Leeds youth level. I think David Seaman used to play at Leeds youth level, but that doesn't really count, does it? But Harry Kane is the player of choice. What can you say about Harry Kane at the moment? I honestly hope he goes on to be one of the world's best. In current form, he's up there with like the top 20 in the world on current form. He really is amazing right now. He's not a one-season wonder like everyone predicted. He's had 2 bloody good seasons now, and that takes some doing in the Premier League. Trust me. Well, don't trust me. I don't know. I've not played Premier League football. I don't know why I said that. But Harry Kane, brilliant player. Will he stay at Tottenham all of his life? You don't know. He might well do. Tottenham might go on and win the league this season. They still could. Between them and Leicester, I would say. But let's see who wins it. Let's see who wins it at the end of the day. I'm hopeful Cook stays, but let me know in the comment section below what you've made of this video, what you think will happen. Is there somebody I've missed out? Is there somebody for your club which has been there all of his life and you want him to stay? If he's young right now, if he has a lot of potential, if he's played a decent amount of games and you think he's the type of guy to stick around, let me know in the comment section below. It'd be nice to make a little bit of a conversation down below about them. But that's going to be the end of this video, guys. If you have enjoyed it in any way, shape or form, a like could be absolutely fantastic. Subscribe if you are new. I'll catch you next time, and bye-bye. Boo!